Hey guys, this is JohnnyCrims2000 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Spider-Man for the Sega Dreamcast. This is part 8. And now we're going on playing as Captain Universe, and we're making our way down this underground level?
Okay, recap. A couple of 100 feet underwater, electrified floors and walls, and deadly turrets pointing straight at me. Oh, my day just keeps getting better and better.
And yeah, as old Spidey there just recapped for us, we're in a lot of trouble because now we're underground, underwater, in a tunnel with electrified walls, and we have these turrets pointing right at us. And really, there's not that much, it's not that bad, really. I mean, granted, I am using Captain Universe, so I don't take any kind of damage, as you will see soon enough. But really, this part isn't all that difficult, even without the Captain Universe costume. All you really have to do is be sure to avoid the lasers, obviously. You can take them out fairly easily, and then just use your L targeting to make things a little easier to go on to each one of these pillars. Now, in some parts, it does become a little bit harder because the pillars there do start to be a little bit more spread out, as you guys will soon see. So sometimes if you just jump like right there, oftentimes you may think, oh crap, I'm not gonna make it, but it shouldn't be that hard. I do actually fall in this part, which is really kind of embarrassing on my part, but again, because I'm Captain Universe, I don't take any damage, so booyah. And of course, we are getting close to the end of this game. This is pretty much one of the last parts, and right here in this part right there, you have to jump off from that area, otherwise you won't be able to make it. Now, one thing right here is that you'll see here that there's a switch right there, and what it does is that it goes all the way back here and opens a door right below the door that we came in. Now, I don't go back to get it because the only thing that is in that door, from what I can remember, is just life, so health, a bit of, it's a web cartridge, and it also has a comic book, which of course I'm not going to get. I should actually be talking about that. The comic books really are just part of a gallery. It's just like a bunch of different covers of a bunch of different Spider-Man comic books, and this is the part where I fall. And if you fall, of course, you get electrified if you touch the blue. So you can stand over here on the metal part and you won't get hurt. But other than that, like I said, because I'm Captain Universe, I'm not getting hurt, so screw you bad guys. But as I was saying, the comic books just really serve as sort of like a collectible, really. They do serve another role, and that is to unlock some of the costumes. From what I can remember, it's been a long time since I've actually collected all of them. But yeah, in that room that we just unlocked, you go all the way back to the beginning, and you'll find a comic book in that area. But since I already have all the costumes unlocked, there's really no point in me going all the way back there just for some health and some web cartridge, which I don't even need anyway because I am Captain Universe. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, we go here, and this is the end of this section, and then we'll go on to the next section, which we will play as Spider-Man 2099. Just see this short little cutscene here.
This must be where the fog is coming from. Who is behind all this?
Alright, so now we're in this huge little, or I guess it's not little at all, but this huge room here with this central area here, and oh, we got our oh so great symbiote friends back. Now, there is actually a part, you guys may have noticed it in the cutscene that played, but if you climb that big pillar in the middle of the room, you will get to an armor piece as you climb up, like this part right there. You may have seen it in the cutscene, but now I'm not climbing up because it gets rid of my costume, and I don't want that.
We have a winner.
Spider-Man! I'm so happy to see you.
Black Cat, what are you doing? Who's behind? What's going on here?
Your guess is as good as mine. The guys in the ambulance must have drugged me because the next thing I knew, I woke up here. You gotta get me out of here.
Okay, Cat, but how?
If you can somehow shut down the power, I can escape.
You got it, Cat.
Alright, so now we have found Black Cat. She's been captured here this entire time. And if you want some health, you can just go back here behind her, and there's a small health pack, health item, health pickup, whatever you want to call it. And now we've, as you guys see there, we've unlocked another door. Actually, we've unlocked several doors, and the only thing here that you have to do in this level, it's really simple, it's really straightforward, is you just have to go to all these doors marked A, B, and C, and unlock them.
If I read this right, this panel controls the exhaust ports. If I punch in the exhaust ports without stopping the flow of fog, like a banana in a tailpipe. That ought to blow the power, too. Step in the right direction, but not enough pressure. I'm already
Yep, so that's as Spidey there pretty much told you guys, so I don't have to. We just need to put more pressure to blow up the big canister things that are putting the fog into the city, and we'll win! Hooray! Now how that translates in gameplay form is it just means that we have to go through all these rooms labeled A, B, and C. And we just have to pull the switch and watch the little cinematic sequence play out, and we'll win. Hooray for switches. I will have to say this, though. I'm just going to talk over it because it's pretty much the same thing. They just blow up. I failed to mention before how the whole thing with the fog and things like that, it's all fine and dandy. It makes somewhat sense, but it really is just and holy crap, almost fell there. It's really just a poor man's attempt at covering the fact that the PlayStation, Dreamcast, and N64 did not have all that great of a draw distance. So if you'll notice, especially some of the outdoor levels that I've played so far, you'll notice that it's pretty much just a cheap attempt to, put fog in the city.
Yes, that does it!
Thanks, Spider. Whatever you did, it worked.
Hey, what else is a Spider-Man for? You go and get some help, Cat. I'll find out who's behind all this.
You got it. I'll be back.
Alright, so now we're moving on to the final bosses of this game.
Listen, whoever you are. No one can control the symbiotes. No one!
I need not control the symbiote, Spider-Man.
Doc Ock?
We will work as one. It is a new world. Humanity needs the skills that my technology will give them. Symbiosis is the only way.
I should have known a reformed Doc Ock was too good to be true.
A perfect world order. Those who cannot share my vision will be crushed by it.
Speaking of crushed, it's showtime, freaks. Ooh, I smell bad symbiote, and it ain't me.
Bring it on, Grandpa!
Alone at last.
Let us end this, Spider-Man.
Alright, so now we're facing off against, or we're starting off fighting some of the game's final bosses. We start off here with Doc Ock, and Dr. Octopus is really not that hard. He stays in the middle of this giant room, and every now and again you'll see these little platforms come down, and all you have to do is shoot a web line. I thought I was going to be able to just press the button, pressing the punch button, but of course it failed, because I fail. And the point really here is just to keep running around. He'll try to hit you with his tentacles every now and again. You can't hit him at all. Like, you can't get behind that barrier. The point is that you're trying to get rid of that barrier, and the way that you get rid of it is by pressing 4 buttons which take away the power from the barrier, somehow creating other barriers which make it a little harder to avoid his tentacles. But of course, once you hit all 4 switches, it gets rid of the barrier, the the fence that you see there, the blue fence that's surrounding him, and it'll leave him open for attacks. Now I do have a bit of a suggestion to make things go by a lot faster. When the shield goes down and he is left sort of open for your attack, that's the only time that you can attack him, and it's really more based on time. I find like it's not dependent on how much damage you give him when the barrier comes back up, but rather how it's based on, like, it'll just give you just enough time to hit him a couple times, and it's the same amount of time each time. So to make things go by a lot faster, what I do is I hit all the switches, I get the impact webbing, or not the impact webbing, but like I surround the webbing around my fist to give him so that every time I punch, it does more damage than I would if I just punched regularly. And that's really a technique that I use a lot with a lot of the bosses to lower their health a lot faster than just plain old, you know, punching and kicking and things like that. And this is one of the bosses that is especially helpful because the amount of time that you have to try and hit him is so small. But anyway, that's pretty much it with Doc Ock. He's not really all that hard. He's actually a bit of a pushover in my opinion. Like, he's sort of a how do you call it? He's kind of a letdown as far as his difficulty is concerned. But oh, that'll all change by the end, let me tell you. But anyway, we just have one more switch to hit. Well, let's switch it. And holy crap, I almost died. Punch him a couple times and he is done. Anyway guys, that's it for part 8. I will see you in part 9.
Not then. This way.
One down, one to go. Wonder how Venom's doing. Eddie, are you alright? Talk to me. Wake up, Brock. You say?
As always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Raptr, and Screwattack.com to see the other gaming related content that I upload. Info is in the description. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my stuff. Maybe. Maybe.